So, Mitt, earlier you touched on this whole issue of leadership lessons, and our industry actually is blessed with more than many industries as far as founders who have taken their companies to great places. And you're part of that list. If somebody asked you to look back at the evolution, 28 years, and really describe your aha moment, that leadership lesson that you'll never forget in building and leading your firm, what would it be?
In 2001, we were a company, again, 8 years old. We had gotten through. A lot of people don't talk about the Ruble collapse, but if you're a developer, right, and you had hotels under construction, and that's what you did, kind of this, this industry. And all of a sudden, there was no permanent capital market, and you had a bunch of things like it was a pretty big crisis. Well, we got through that. We got through the .com, bust, and we were feeling pretty good. And so in 2001, we had made a big stake and focus from a growth standpoint going forward. We had partnered for the very first time with institutional capital, in a private fund that we had as a partner in institutional capital. So now we had, we had that component on it. And there's a receipt that's in my office right now, just to the right of me, that's still on my board. And it was a big dinner that I hosted with my team. And we had a lot of things going on. We had just bought our first, Marriott hotel. We had 4 hotels under development. We were under contract with 2 more. And we're strategic planning for the future. And this was the right time. It was the fall. And it was a typical dinner. It was, here's a few drinks, here's some big steaks and this and that. And at 11:07 p.m., the timestamp on the thing, sign the check, and we're meeting in the office 7:30 in the morning, the next morning. Well, the receipt shows the full detail of the bill, but it also says September 10th, 2001 on it. Mm. And I remember, because all of us remember, but it's not that day that is etched forever in my memory, because our strategic planning meeting started the day before, then it was that day, but then I remember September 12th. And I remember just having to go in the office because everything was just shut down. And, we're in Atlanta, so it was a different scenario, for us here. But I remember coming into the office early in the morning. My entire team was here. All in their offices. And I looked around, we walked around, we hugged, we talked, and then we got together and we met and we talked about what we were going to do next. I remember looking around the room, and as a young leader, not really knowing what was going to happen next. There's fear has many bounds that you go through, but they made me feel like we could accomplish whatever we needed to accomplish going forward, even though we didn't know what that was. And I remember at that time knowing that I had something. I had the blessings of having those that cared about our community, the sense of belonging that we were all trying to create together. And I knew that, that was something. And I kind of made it my mission thereafter to say, let's never stop figuring out what we can do together. And, that was a pivotal time.